7 ancient mysteries that still can't be explained. For centuries, humankind has unearthed wonders that defy explanation. Monuments built with impossible precision, artifacts born of unknown genius, and legends that refuse to die. In this episode, we will explore 7 ancient mysteries that even the world's greatest archaeologists still can't explain. By the end, you will see how each mystery is not just a question about history, but a reflection of who we are and what we still don't know about ourselves. Number 1. Great Pyramid of Giza. They rise from the golden sands of Egypt like mountains made by human hands, silent, eternal, and mathematically perfect. The Great Pyramid of Giza has stood for over 4,500 years, yet even today, it refuses to give up all its secrets. Built for Pharaoh Khufu, the pyramid contains over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, and yet the entire structure is aligned almost perfectly to the true north. No blueprints, no cranes, no iron tools. How did ancient builders achieve such precision using only primitive tools? Some theories speak of massive ramps spiraling up its sides. Others imagine water-lubricated sleds or lost techniques we are yet to rediscover. Inside, the king's chamber is lined with granite blocks carried from quarries more than 800 kilometers away, fitted so tightly that even a human hair cannot pass between them. Modern engineers admit, replicating the pyramid's accuracy today would still be a monumental challenge. Perhaps that's why it stands, not just as a tomb, but as a message carved in stone. Number 2. Stonehenge. Built between 3 and 4,000 years before Christ, the Stonehenge has become one of humanity's most enduring puzzles. Each towering sarsen stone weighs as much as 25 tons. Some were dragged over 200 kilometers, without wheels, beasts of burden, or modern tools. How were they moved? And why were they placed in this perfect circle? Archaeologists believe Stonehenge aligned with the movement of the sun, marking the summer and winter solstices with astonishing accuracy. But others see it as something more, a temple of ancestors, a site of healing, or a cosmic observatory connecting earth and sky. Every June, as the solstice sun rises, its first light pierces directly through the monument's central arch. Thousands gather to watch the same sunrise their ancestors once did. Proof that even across 5 millennia, Stonehenge still holds power to marvel humans. Number 3. The Nazca Lines. In the dry deserts of southern Peru, across a landscape barren and ancient, enormous lines stretch across the earth, so vast that their shapes can only be seen from the sky. The Nazca Lines, perfectly straight paths, intricate spirals, and colossal figures of animals, hummingbirds, monkeys, spiders, carved into the desert floor over 2,000 years ago. But how and why? Some say they are astronomical calendars. Others believe they were offerings to the gods, pathways for ritual processions begging the heavens for rain. And then there are those who look upward, imagining messages carved for watchers in the sky. Whatever the truth, the Nazca Lines endure, untouched by time, preserved by the desert's stillness. Each mark a silent conversation between humanity and the cosmos. Number 4. The Antikythera Mechanism, the ancient computer. In 1901, Greek sponge divers searching a shipwreck off the island of Antikythera found a corroded bronze lump. It would take scientists decades to realize what they had discovered. Inside that lump was a machine, a device of gears, dials, and mathematics so advanced it should not have existed for another 1,000 years. The Antikythera Mechanism, a 2,000-year-old analog computer. It could predict eclipses, track the motion of planets, and even calculate the dates of the ancient Olympic Games. Its inner gears were cut with precision rivaling 18th century clockwork, and yet it was made in the 1st century BCE. But who built it? Some whisper the name of Archimedes. Others believe it was part of a lost scientific tradition, one that perished when the ancient world fell. The Antikythera Mechanism reminds us that history is not a straight line of progress. Sometimes, genius burns bright and then vanishes, waiting to be rediscovered. Number 5. Easter Islands Moai. Far out in the Pacific, isolated by thousands of miles of sea, stands an island of volcanic stone and hundreds of colossal faces staring toward the horizon. This is Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Its people carved nearly 900 statues, called moai, each weighing up to 80 tons. They stand upon sacred platforms, their eyes turned inland, as if guarding their descendants or speaking to unseen gods. How were they moved? Archaeologists have shown that smaller statues could be rocked upright using ropes, walking them forward step by step. But many moai are far too massive. Even with modern equipment, their transport would be nearly impossible. Why build them at all? Most believe the statues honored deified ancestors, a way to preserve power, lineage, and protection. Yet, as resources dwindled, the society that built them collapsed. The moai became monuments to both faith and warning, proof that even the most ingenious civilization can fall to its own ambition. Today, the giants still stand, silent and unblinking, a testament to humanity's endless desire to reach beyond the limits of the possible. Number 6. The Lost City of Atlantis. In the writings of Plato, Atlantis was a paradise, a mighty island empire of unrivaled knowledge and beauty. But in a single day and night of misfortune, it vanished beneath the sea. Was it just a story or a distant memory of a real catastrophe? Some see Atlantis in the ashes of the Minoan civilization, destroyed by the eruption of Santorini. Others search the Caribbean, the Azores, or the coast of Africa for signs of a sunken empire. None have found proof, and yet the legend refuses to die. Atlantis endures because it represents something more than geography. It is the dream of perfection and the fear of its loss, a reflection of human pride and the belief that even greatness can drown. Whether myth or memory, the story of Atlantis reminds us that every civilization, no matter how advanced, stands on the edge of nature's vast and unpredictable power. Number 7. Göbekli Tepe, the world's first temple. In southeastern Turkey, buried beneath a hill of dust and time, lies a place that should not exist, at least not when it was built. Göbekli Tepe, a temple complex built around 9600 BCE, 7,000 years before the pyramids. Massive stone pillars rise in circles, carved with animals and symbols, vultures, lions, snakes, foxes, all etched by people who had not yet invented writing, pottery, or farming. According to everything archaeology once believed, a site like this should not be possible. It was thought that civilization began with agriculture, that farming came first, and religion followed. Göbekli Tepe proved the opposite. It showed that belief may have created civilization. Even more puzzling, after centuries of use, its builders buried the entire complex under layers of earth, deliberately, carefully, as if preserving a sacred memory for the future to find. No one knows why. Perhaps it was ritual closure or the dawn of a new age. Whatever the reason, Göbekli Tepe stands as humanity's oldest known temple, proof that long before we built cities, we built sanctuaries for the soul. Each of these mysteries is a story half written. They remind us that our ancestors were not primitive, but profoundly human, curious, creative, and capable of wonders we still struggle to comprehend. Perhaps that's the real secret hidden in the ruins of time, that the greatest discovery is not what we know, but what we still long to understand.